Okay, so let's talk about this orange dress. Um, Definitely had my team make it wrong the first time, so I'm just looking at the sketch and stuff that we made. You'll see the sketch here somewhere, and figured that the top was fully covered with the orange, which in the picture kind of looks like it does, right? So we made it with the full orange, and then sent her the pictures and the videos, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love that!" But that's not the dress. So then we switched it. So here's her inspiration here. And as you can see, the rhinestones are just on the top of the boobs. So we ended up taking all that off, unstitching that whole thing by hand. But putting a new top piece together, put the corset in, and then it turned out looking like this, which was still gorgeous. But we're going to go through the video here because we kind of had a hiccup with the way the first one was done, and I needed to correct the seamstresses, or at least show them.
All right, I just want to do a quick review of this top bodice piece. So I had a seamstress sew these two on. Now when it started off, these two were even. The two boobs looked the exact same. I don't know what happened where now there's no piece covering the nipple of this side, but there's a lot of pieces covering this one. So these are not even. This is one thing, like if this was a seamstress that I hired, that this would be their first and last day, because they told me that it was done and this is what done looks like. And if I sent this to a client like, oh, this top piece, mind you, this is not on the mannequin, so it's ruffled, but if this is what done looks like for you, then you can't work here, because I can't send this to a client and call this done. In addition, these things where the where you can pull away from the applique and it's loose, horrible. A client will want their money back for that. A client will want their money back. This side, okay, is a little better, but like this leaf, no. That's a no. If you turn to the inside, where do these strings go? Why are there strings? Why is the knot all the way down here and there's no knot at the base of where this thread is coming out of? Look how long this string is. Horrible. That's not good work. This right here, same thing. There's a knot 3, 4, 5 inches down. So if I clip this thread, then something on the front falls out. That's not good work, okay? So I just wanted to do a review just so y'all know what it looks like when you say something is done and you give it to a customer and they ask for their money back and you're confused as to why a customer would ever ask for their money back. It's because this is not good. You shouldn't be able to pull away from the applique and feel like a flower is going to fall off while you're at your event. This one, fine. This, no, this looks like it's going to fall off. How can you call this done? It's not sewn down to anything. So, just so you know.
All right, so next we have this dress. This blue dress was super intricate. If I can find inspiration, I'm gonna show you over here. If I can't, maybe I'll show you the sketch. But this was her inspiration. It was gorgeous blue dress, leaves from bust to hem, and that was going to be a little expensive or out of her price range. So we negotiated and we decided to just do the leaves at the from the waist up on her corset, and then do an intricate leaf piece for her hair. You'll see in the video, I actually go to her prom send-off, help her get dressed and all the things. Came out super gorgeous. Materials, everything was really good. No hiccups with this dress, but you'll see the video and the little clips as we go through. Okay, so here are the materials and me sewing her dress. Now, as you see, the blue, we had to do 2 fittings before her 3rd fitting and pickup. This was one of her last fittings where we were just checking, making sure everything fit perfectly before her pickup, tying the corset, doing all the details, and then I just had to go in one last time and just tying up the top of that corset, make sure everything was perfect for her, add in some little hand stitches, and just really do it up.
Here are some of the leaves. So like I said earlier, these had a lot of intricate leaf designs. This was actually the leaves on her headpiece, but you can kind of see closer what was built on her actual dress as well. Those are some of those details. And of course, like with every dress, I go through and quality check every garment before the pickup. So what I usually do is just make sure everything is perfect. Go through stitches, go through rhinestones, make sure nothing is falling off, make sure there are no glue splashes. If there are, fix them. Make sure the seams fit good. Make sure when it's on the mannequin, like on a body form, everything looks good. Nothing is falling apart anywhere. Just to make sure everything is perfect before the final day. And here is the final dress. Came out so beautiful, gorgeous, love it. Details.
Okay, so tip of the day, you need to start with a good base, okay? So for me and these two dresses in particular, you'll see that we had a corset base for the top half of the dress. Now, I can do corsets by hand individually. You kind of see some hanging here in the store. These are custom made for my store, and you see some throughout all my videos. So I make them custom, or when I order them in, I still customize them. How do you customize a pre-made corset? I'll show you. So I'm going to be doing a corset video where it shows you how to tailor corsets that you just special order or order in the mail to your customer's measurements. Now, if you want to see that, of course, you need to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe so you can see how I do that. But definitely never go in with a custom order with a pre-made corset that you don't alter to the measurements.
All right, back to the orange dress. So now we are adding in that lining and adding the satin lining to cover the cups of the corset. So you see me serging that on one side, tacking it on the other side, just really adding all those little details that make it special and that make it quality. As you see, the inside is serged, and then I go back in and hand stitch any parts that need to be hand stitched. And here is the final result. Look how beautiful her dress came out. So this was an online order, so we had to pack and ship this and get this out to her. It fit perfectly. She got it about 2 weeks ahead of her prom day, and she looked gorgeous, so stunning. Perfect prom day. Like all my queens, she looked gorgeous as well. So make sure you subscribe. Hope you like this episode. Bye.
These two girls, they wanted the same dress, so they started arguing about it. And we was like, it's not that deep, you can ask for a different dress. But the first girl was like, no, I really want this dress, like I asked for it first. And then the other girl was like, well, I just came in for the dress, like she should have been bought it because it's been sitting in the store for a little while. And